Today I'm in the engine room, and it's like May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, Monday, and we are preparing the boat to head off to Samoa, and we are still in Raiatea right now. So I'm going through the fuel system and changing filters and stuff. So boat maintenance and continuing on the move. Hopefully we'll leave here Raiatea in well, this month. This whole week is going to be high winds and a big front's coming up from the south between here and Samoa through the South Cooks, and so we'll probably hold tight right here and watch for a weather window in the next week after. So we're thinking hopefully before May 20th we will be on the move towards Samoa. So we'll keep you posted on that. So kind of routine, generic maintenance to be done on a boat. So these are two fuel filters that are affixed to the engine, and then I have a second fuel filter right here where I can view the fuel through this glass bowl and drain it out the bottom. And then I have two valves from port tank and starboard tank that feed the filter and then feeds the engine. So what I started this morning was to drain through this hose from the bottom of the starboard tank. I just drained a little bit of the diesel out of the bottom, looking for water and sediment, and I think maybe you can, yeah, there you go. So out of what is that, a liter, something like that, I got a little bit of sediment out of the bottom, and you can see it, the motion of it, that indicates there's some water down there. But considering I've gone, what, 4,500 miles, and that's all the water I got out of that tank and sediment, I'm very pleased with that. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the port side tank. Then I changed out this filter, the filter for the rate core here. Right there, you basically take this lid off and swap out the filters and put the lid back on. And I use this little bit of extra fuel that I have standing by just for changing out a filter, where I drain the fuel, put the new filter in, then I pour diesel back in all the way to the top like you saw, and tighten it down. Now she's pretty much ready to go without sucking air into these filters. So now this is ready to go, both valves are off. Here's the filter that I took out. It's I don't know if you can really see the dark nature of that. It should be white, or nearly white. I changed this, I think, in Hiva Oa when we first arrived in the islands, and so now here I'm changing it again, and that's that. So next I'm going to tackle these. Take off this bolt, and try not to, and then these will come off the bottom, and try not to spill too much. That's what I got to figure out, is how to do without not spilling too much. So I'll be back with these. They got me a wrench to take off these fuel filters, and I just look at the instructions for doing it to see how do I do this without making a mess all over the place. I sit at an angle. It seems like the fuel level is going to spill down. So I've got me a canister here, a funnel here. Maybe I'll be able to trap this fuel as I go. So I don't know, we'll see. The joys of the unknown. of the unknown mess, I should say. Okay, that's enough loosening. This is an old, by the way, for any sailors out there, this is an old flare canister. Right, I just wrote filter change on it. And I use the inside, and so the outer edge, which is a handle, traps fuel. I can set things in the center of it nice and dry and let them drain. And I can let the sediment separate from diesel and reuse whatever diesel is still trapped in there. Anyway, that's what I do, but I haven't used this system here yet. Oh, see, I'm starting to drip, so I'm going to turn this off and catch that. Alright, in order to get my canister to fit in here, I need to remove my my throttle cable. So I'm just going to kind of get that out of the way. And see if I can get this to go in here better. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's proper. Alright. Who knows? Hopefully not much is going to leak out of this screw at the top. Okay, now, as I was, I'm going to need 2 hands for this, so I'm going to set this down. Out the cap in the bottom. I'll just drop that. Oh, please stop. Crikey. Hey, Michelle. Something's not working here for me. I'm not sure why. Oh. Ha! Thank goodness, I thought I was watching a steady stream of diesel leaking out through the shadow. And it was the, I'm fine. It was the center post of the bottom cap. I'm okay. I'm okay. I was a little concerned here for a minute. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. Now the filter's moving. Oh no. Yeah, for the next one I'm going to have to use the funnel. I have a hard time now getting this out of here. Okay, there we go. It's all out. Whew. All in all, I don't think that was too bad. A little touch and go for a moment. Quite a bit of diesel in here. Actually, maybe not that much, but it was tilted on the side, which made it look like a lot. Okay, well now I'm gonna repeat on that one. Alright, second filter off. That was not my most elegant operation. We got the second one in there, and yeah, kind of lining the funnel up at an angle that wouldn't overflow, and holding this in place in a position that would stay put. It was quite difficult anyway. I did spill some diesel. I haven't pulled up these to see if it went down inside, but it doesn't look bad in the belly pan anyway. It wasn't much, but that'll, after I get everything put back together, then I'll go investigate that. So anyway, that's the hard part's done. The easy part's just putting it all back together and screwing it down, and bleeding this air. This one, I think this is the singular air bleed. Just loosen that, and then hand pump some fuel from the lift pump to purge the air out. And anyway, that should be it. So there we go. Now I get to put the two new ones back on and call it good. A day in the life of boat ownership. And here we are putting diesel in the boat tanks using our 5-gallon jerry cans. So if we don't take the boat to the fuel dock, then this is our method. There we go. So we'll put 2 of these on one side, 2 on the other side, call it good. Should have close to 100 gallons on each side, and off we go. That's how much it costs per gallon here. So not cheap. And doing work in paradise. You can see the bottom. Yeah, we had some sharks here yesterday.